when you're entering the guard, the lasso is going to be another huge issue, right? So you can either enter with the lapel and then they're going to lasso, right? And he's got the sleeve, and then you can learn to kill the lasso by pressing through here, and we can set up a cut that way. The other way to do it is you can control the pant leg as you come in, and then they can't lasso. That's often what I do. So like if I'm here looking for like Toreandos and stuff, it's really easy to switch from doing like a Toreando like this, which usually gets into frame, and then look, this is open, I can just drop in here. And now I can't lasso because I have this pant leg, right? That lasso is one of the big things that will annoy you when you're trying to pass. Now the only thing when you do this model is that now his upper body's a little more free to try to like dig a single leg grip or like hug my back, like so you're doing like this, yeah, like this kind of stuff, right? And that's okay, we can learn to kill that. So it just depends on who you're fighting. If I'm fighting a really big open guard player, like a guy who likes to play spider, lasso, collar, sleeve, like a really flexible guard guy, he doesn't want to go to half guard usually, right? He doesn't want to switch to half guard. Likewise, if I'm fighting a guy who loves to play like half guard, single legs, and he's a wrestler, he doesn't want to have to lasso. So it just depends, like that's strategy and tactics, right? Tactics is the moves you know, strategy is how you choose to implement it, right? So if he like wanted to play like more of a single leg kind of game like that, and I came in like this, that's not available. I'm already blocking off his upper body from getting to my leg. So he might be able to push me in lasso, but he doesn't really want to do that. And if he does, I can start doing that stuff and kill there, right? But in this case, we're just gonna do the pant control, okay? So I'm here like this. So we're here controlling the pants, right? I pull the leg backwards so he can't lasso, right? And I just drop my knee in here. So what we're gonna do from here is like, once we enter, he's gonna grab a single leg grip. And we're just gonna talk about finishing against this single leg half. It's a super common thing. He might even have your lapel. Okay, does anyone here do this? Like where they grab this position with the lapel? It's a pretty common position, okay? Even if they don't have the lapel, it's really common. Okay, so the big thing you have to worry about anytime they have this is that if they get control of my sleeve and they tuck it, they can bump me with that back knee, I'm gonna have to post and now he's gonna come up on a single leg. So always have to worry about that, right? So usually what I'm doing is when he's on his side, we'll stay here for now, okay? When he's on his side, I need to center him up. Same thing as like the knee shield. I need to kind of center him flat to get my pass grips, right? So there's a couple different ways to do it. I'm just gonna start with some basic ones. Okay, one I really like to do is for him to come up on a single leg, he needs to come up on this arm. So I'm just gonna control this sleeve and I go palm up. Okay, kind of like from the guard. I do palm up because it makes it hard for him to re-grip. If I just grab here and he gets the top position here, like this, and grabs and he stuffs my arm in between, now I'm gonna get bumped, okay? So I grab the sleeve, I try to go palm up, and I have my left foot forward. So if he does try to bump me, I can catch balance with this. If I didn't have this, I don't want to do this because now I could underhook and start doing stuff like that. But when I have this sleeve, he can't underhook. I have control here. My right arm, I'm going to go on his shoulder, right? And I step here and I just kind of bring my knee back and I center him flat. Once I have him flat, he can't come up on the single leg, okay? If his shoulder's over too far and I can't get the shoulder, I'll just grab some material on the back here like this and stiff arm with a straight arm. I don't want to press. I want to back up until my arm is straight and lean my weight on it, right? Keep driving to me here. Yeah, like this, exactly, right? So it shouldn't be easy. It'll just be like, yeah, like this, perfect, right? Then I back my knee up. See, I back the knee up and I plant it and center him just a bit. I don't want to go too far, just a little bit. Get him flat. Now my knee's got him pinned. From here, I can work to the pass grip. Okay, so the pass grip is what's gonna flatten him. You know, I talked about finishing by flattening the guy. That's either gonna be a cross collar grip with a face crank, or it's gonna be an underhook. Okay, we'll start with the face crank. So once I flatten him center here, I'm gonna go deep with this collar. I don't wanna grab tight first. I just wanna get a loose grip first. So I have the grip deep, but my grip is loose. Now I move until I get my forearm on his face, and wherever my hand lands, now I can grab strong. I lean my weight a little bit on his head, and now I cut the knee. I'm gonna post my hand and lean all my body weight on his face, and he'll give you the pass. Okay? I wanna go on the face, right? Not the neck, right on the jawbone, okay? On the face. Okay, so we're here, okay? So we end up in this position, right hand on the shoulder or on the back, right? We see I step this in a little bit, and I back my leg up. I can't just move it, I have to back my right leg up a bit. I flatten him center. We dig the collar grip deep here. Get however you need to be able to get the forearm here, right? I have to get a bit of forearm pressure before I cut. If the guy's got a really strong neck and he's really difficult, turn your neck into me. Yeah, if I turn here first and then now I try to use this, some guys it's hard to turn and then they'll just come up on their elbow, right? And now he's gonna come up. Okay, so I need, while I have him flat, I need to get his head turned. Now when I go, turn back into me. He can't. I lean my body weight into it. And then I can go to knee on belly or however I want to finish. Okay? So again, the entrance, if you guys just want to start there, you can do that too. Right? But the entrance, I just drop in the knee here. We're like this. He grabs that single leg grip. Okay, I grab the sleeve, shoulder, step in, center up, collar grip, loose grip until you get your forearm where you want, and then lock it in, cut the knee, hand plant, drop, and finish. Okay, and we're gonna build from there. All right, guys, let's go. Steps on this one, right? We're gonna come in here. So now we're in this position, and then what's gonna happen is the guy's gonna go for our back instead of the single leg position, okay? So when he goes for the back, first off, you can usually avoid them getting a super deep grip if you have some preemption. If they're like all the way around, like here, that's a little bit harder, especially if they've like fed the lapel. But usually that's pretty, like if I'm up here, usually he'll go more to the hip. Yeah, something like this, okay? So there's two ways to deal with this. If I go early and I get this grip, I can usually stiff arm this, so to keep kind of on your elbow. I can usually stiff arm this. I back my leg up first. You can't just turn your knee in. Right? I have to back the leg up, turn, and now I go in. Right? And I use this hand for support on the floor. Because if I did this, he could underhook my leg, right? So I got to keep this leg back and use this hand for support. Right? Now I can center him in. Once I get him centered here, now I can dig an underhook or the collar again. I dig an underhook, I can cut and then finish. Sometimes when I'm here like this, right, and he starts to come up like this, if he's really overly aggressive with this and he keeps trying to come into me here, a lot of times you can just mount immediately. If they do it too hard, too fast, they just keep aggressively trying to turn in, you can mount them, okay? In the case that it's, in the case that the guy gets a little bit deeper when I come in, I like to hold this pant leg. Okay, that's like your real fail safe. Okay, because it feels like a lot of people will try to whizzer here, but the guys that are too good at this game, the whizzer's not going to work. Okay, they have too many ways through it. So I hold this leg. So again, I don't want him to come up on top. So, and before we held the sleeve to stop him, but now he's already up on his elbow, right? So in this case, to prevent him from coming up, I'm going to lift his leg like a suitcase. I'm going to lift his leg like a suitcase here, okay? I just lift up like this. When I elevate here, keep coming up. Come up on top. See, this is going to prevent him, right? Now I can come back again with the knee. It's possible he could clear his bottom leg out, right? No, like go to like almost like close guard. Yeah, like here, that's fine. Now I can deal with this and fight back. But I don't usually want to let him get it that deep in the first place, so it's kind of like a defense, right? So again, we're here. I have this, but if he keeps persisting trying to come up, I just elevate this and I center the knee in. Once I center the knee in, I push him back down with the knee, right? If he over tries, I can mount. Otherwise, I go here, can dig the underhook or the collar grip, face crank and finish, or finish with the underhook, okay? So one more time. We're like this, we're here, right? Boom, we come in, we start dropping in, he goes here. I can grab this early, stiff arm, center up, underhook, and finish. If I come in and I feel as I got in, he just got like a really good deep grip, I elevate this and try to center with the knee. Keep pushing him back down. Now he's done, right? I'm already in front of this leg. I can just go here, I can dig the underhook, drop, and finish. Okay? So let's just start playing with that a little bit, guys. I'll be around, walking around to help. If we need to, we'll bring it in again. Okay? All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3.